What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be installing my Mamba 3071R. I am extremely nervous about this. This is a huge project undertaking with the car, and it's my only car, so if I mess this up, I'm going to be in trouble. But right now we were in my office, my room, not my office, I don't have an office at home. Anyway, we're in my room loading up the EQT ECU tune to my access port to start off this whole process. I probably should have done this forever ago, but just haven't gotten around to it. But we've got it, access port manager pulled up on my PC here, getting it ready to go, access port's plugged in. Once this finishes up doing its thing, we'll be able to slot in our maps here for this car, and hopefully be able to get this thing going. We got an update firmware release for the access port. I haven't really messed with it at all, actually. I guess I probably should do the firmware update. Maybe. I guess I have to do anything with this. Okay, let's restart the access port now. You see that fancy, yep, never mind. So hoping we get to see the EQT boot logo there, but unfortunately did not. But anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. I'm excited to get this underway. It's a really extensive project, and I'm pretty nervous about it, as you can probably tell. But we're gonna take our time with it and do it great. I'm pretty much gonna be home until next Thursday, so I have plenty of time to bolt anything up that needs to be bolted up that we don't get to this weekend. But the main goal is, of course, to get this car on the ground, on the base map, and running by Sunday afternoon. It's currently Saturday morning when I'm filming this, so a little bit nervous about this whole timeline. But I chose this weekend specifically because I had such a long week off in terms of being in my actual office at work. I'll be working from home, obviously, but I'll be able to take time to wrap up anything that needs to be wrapped up on the car, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm going to get this done and wait for Michael to get here. I believe Michael and Kaysen are coming to help with Michael I know is coming. Kaysen I think is coming later on today to come help Lazy VQ on YouTube for those who follow him. And then I think I've got Tyler coming up at some point today, and I think Ron's coming by this afternoon. We're going to try to get as much as we can done today, and then we'll work on it tomorrow as well, whatever we don't get done today. Anyway guys, I'll catch up to you guys in a minute once this is all done doing its thing and I get this tune loaded on here, and we'll get out to the car and get started. Oh, alright guys, so we have gotten out here with the car, about to get started. Michael's off to our right off camera, and if you want to say hello. Oh, Michael, no!
They probably saw that too.
You'll probably get on the list.
So you're just swapping out the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, I told you I wasn't doing the piston upgrade. So first things first, we're going to start off with is we're actually going to install the sticker. So great first thing to do today. That came with the turbo.
Who puts stickers on their car?
I don't know how you see out of your quarter windows with all your stickers. Fine. Hopefully these things aren't, this thing isn't a jank sticker that doesn't want to go on the car. As it goes jank, it doesn't want to come off the transfer tape. Oh, you little sucker. Come on, dude.
Bro.
There we go.
That's how critical.
Just kidding. Alright, so there we go. We've got one thing done so far. So we've got one thing I didn't show off on video last. This is my 034 high pressure fuel pump. I got it on sale during the 034 sale that we're just doing, and I wanted to go with the full assembly. I didn't want to do the piston upgrade just because it looks like a complete dumpster fire to do. So I don't know, what's our method of attack today, Michael?
Yeah.
So we've already got the engine cover taken off the car. So
well, it's gonna be that easy. Wait for Kaysen to get here. We can do the
Terpski?
The fuel pump.
Okay, want to do the fuel pump first?
I really don't feel like doing this entire thing by myself.
Yeah. So we'll start.
Getting under. I'd rather someone without sausage fingers and big boobies to do it. What? You don't like big boobies?
Yo.
What?
Right.
Hey, I'm working on them. Okay, I'm working on them.
There we go.
I don't like,
going from a C to a B.
I don't like their perfectness.
So the fuel pump
is it sad I look in the mirror and turn myself on with my own feet? What?
I'm deflating. So, of course, I had to be complicated and throwing this dang tie and bar, which is gonna have to come partially out. Hopefully we don't snap any bolts like last time, except you weren't here for that. That wasn't even your fault. The humidity is getting pretty bad, so I'm already feeling my shirt stick to me.
Something else is sticking. Yo.
So the intake's gotta come out. We've got to do all the lines. We've got to take the coil packs out. I've already got new plugs, which I need to run inside and grab, that we're gonna swap out. I don't have a coil grounding kit, unfortunately, because I didn't know what the part number was and figured I'd go ahead and note take that once we take this out, because this harness is gonna have to come out anyway. And from there, it should be pretty straightforward, just undoing bolts and going from there. This isn't going to be an in-depth installation video, and I want to preface that because I don't want people commenting and be like, you didn't even show how to do it. You didn't even show us how to put it on. Because, quite frankly, he's the only one here that's actually done more than one turbo install, and it's not even been on a Mark 7 platform. So, we're going to this kind of blind outside of the FCP Euro write-up. So, I'm going to leave in the description a link to the FCP video where they did the turbo install, the i38 install, because it's pretty much the same process. So, if you're new to my channel, this is my Mark 7. It's a 2017 pre-facelift car, 6-speed DSG. We've got a Mamba 3071R hybrid turbo ready to go in the car. Came with all new lines and stuff, so it should be pretty, it should be easier than swapping over all the lines and stuff, and we're gonna try to DIY this in a weekend. So we're waiting on casing to arrive with ZBQ around noonish. Me and Michael, I guess, are gonna tackle the high pressure pump first, and we will go from there. So yeah. We'll catch up with you guys as we go and enjoy the video.
Let's get fucked up tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, Prime Minister and myself. I'm really not feeling well. Get this jacket off, it's hot as hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes and I'll be okay. Shut up and dance the night away. Cutting through the air like razor blade. We have 4 different jobs. I don't wanna work with food, I don't wanna stack a box. I just wanna fucking jam and be told I'm the man. I got 4 different friends, I only see them 4 days out of 365. I'm on the heavy side, I always feel alone, but I got a beautiful girl who makes me feel at home. I guess my life is a mixed bag. It can suck, but it really ain't bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, Prime Minister and myself. I'm really not feeling well. Get this jacket off, it's hot as hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes and I'll be okay. Shut up and dance the night away. Cutting through the air like razor blades. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement. 2020 sucked, and 2021 is not any better. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, Prime Minister and myself. I'm really not feeling well. Get this jacket off, it's hot as hell. 1, 2.
All right, so as you guys just saw in the time lapse, we got the 034 high pressure fuel pump installed. We're gonna be getting ready to start working towards getting the front mount ready to go. We gotta take the bumper off, which if you guys watched the headlight install, you've seen me do before. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier this time than it was last time, because getting this thing off the car before was an absolute dumpster fire. But hopefully this time will be a lot easier since it's already been done before in this car. I've got the ARM front mounts. We need to actually do the stencil as well at some point. So maybe that'll be what we do next. And Michael can maybe do the spray painting while I do the bumper. He's just currently vibing. What's up, Bull? He's currently in position for whatever he is doing. I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna pop the bumper off and do the stencil and the ARM. Once casing gets here, we're gonna dive in to the actual turbo install. And while they're underneath the car, screwing around with that, I'm gonna do spark plugs and stuff, because I've got those Denso plugs ready to go for this car, 2-step colder than stock, and should be good to go on that front. So catch you guys when we get started on that.
Okay, so we've got the intercooler sprayed up and ready to rock. I think. Are you gonna do another layer? Or are you just gonna send it? Looks fine how it is. Like, sure. So Michael did us a good right here and sprayed it up. He did it actually looks pretty centered. Nice work. I mean, it's low, but it's not. It's fine. I mean, it's straight. That's all I really cared about. So we're going to wait on Kason to arrive so that we can get the bumper off because we're letting him do that. We got the bolts out as you saw, and then we ordered our lunch, so that's on the way. And then we're gonna dive into the turbo. Yo. I'm saving that for later. Put a highlight reel of the year.
You gonna use it later, Jordan?
No, not
for
like
yourself?
that. All right, guys. So catching up, the boys are here now, the whole squad, and we're about to get started on the actual meat and potatoes of this video, which is the turbo install itself. We have designated Kason's our bottom, Michael's our top, and
Dude,
we're going to we're gonna get the car picked up. We got to take obviously the strut bar tie out.
Going on YouTube. This is going on something else.
But just to show you guys how luckily my projected tip plugs made it out alive here. So I was pretty concerned about these plugs honestly, but they all made it out just fine. And so we got the intercooler sprayed up. I don't remember if we actually showed that on video, but we're actually gonna start the meat and potatoes of this. We're gonna time lapse for the majority of this so we can listen to music and you know, be able to give instructions and stuff as we go, because apparently that's my job. But we got the new Denso plugs in the car, so now we're gonna be getting all this trash off and hopefully having the turbo out by this evening. Alright guys, so we're taking a bit of a breather, but we've gotten pretty much to the oil return line on the block here, and by we I mean Kason and Michael, because I've just been kind of being the step-by-step guy telling them what to do. Ron's over there swearing in the video. Here we have Michael in his natural habitat. His pants like blowing right in the mic, so apologies. So Michael, how's it going down there? You're on video. Alright, good talk.
It's one of the coolant lines that leads right over the back of the motor is kind of dumping a little on us. We have it sitting up. Not really helping because Michael squeezed the coolant line.
He sprayed you?
We're working on Brian the
oil return
from the block. We got unbolted from the turbo itself. Kind of trying to prepare for that with the amount of oil that might come out. We don't know if it's going to be a lot or a little. Also trying to get the flathead to where we can pry it off the block. It's pretty tricky because it's such a tight spot.
Yeah. There was a shorter one, I just don't know where it is.
We should try and find that one. The long one's tonight.
It should be out somewhere in that area by y'all, but I think, I mean, really outside of that, I think there's only a few bolts left, and then we have to disconnect the coolant lines up top, and it'll be ready to come off. I mean, the night's still young, so we got plenty of time, but...
My arms are just tired. Pretty worn out, so I'm like, the day of the whole...
Yeah.
Trying to like...
Pace yourself and...
Shit! This guy!
But yeah, I mean, we've gotten a good bit of the way, and I'm filming on my phone now because the GoPro died. Shocker. Yeah, I think we're making some progress. Jason had to leave. I think he went to work. I don't know what he's left to do.
He had to go pick up his
Oh yeah.
family member or some sort.
Yeah, I gotcha. So we're making progress, and hopefully we'll be able to have this turbo out of the car pretty soon and be nearing the midway point of this job. All right, y'all. It's been quite an evening. No, they won't copyright strike you anymore for that. But
Fair use?
yeah, I don't know about fair use, but they just don't care if it's in the background. I don't think usually, but I don't know if they will with the volume. But I don't know. Anyway, it's been one, lack for better words, a hell of a weekend or evening. But we are finally about ready. All the bolts are off, so the turbo's free. We just have to figure out, one, if we need to take these valve lift actuators out to free it up a little bit more room, or if we can take it out a little bit easier.
You have to, don't you?
They say to make it easier.
Held on by. Oh wait, no. Okay.
You're right.
Something got me.
So look, if y'all are gonna pull it, it's barely hanging on here. It's not gonna fall down if I even let it go, because it doesn't come out from the bottom, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
It'll just fall and hit the firewall or something.
So it's barely hanging on. So if y'all want to try and pull this out,
I'm curious how this is gonna go with the actuators. And I mean, if we need to take the actuators out, it won't be too much of a hassle. But
these
Yeah.
may be the issue.
that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
There's two bolts holding each one in though, so I mean
Okay.
it's easy to take them out if we need to.
I think you have to take this out.
Well, let's try, but obviously,
You gotta pull it off with push it towards the wall.
yeah, push it towards the firewall and then.
And then pull it off with the bolts.
You might want to get that side, Jason.
There's not a whole lot of room to wiggle.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take all this valve activators
That's what I'm
off.
thinking.
You think so?
Yes.
What's that?
Coolant.
Oh. It's coming out the turbo.
Yeah.
You talking about these right here?
Yes.
Yeah, take
Yeah.
these off. All right, let's take them off. That'll be
All
fine.
right,
That shouldn't be too hard.
go ahead and do that, and then we'll go from there.
So is mine, right?
So
This shit needs to not be.
we did some more tomfoolery,
Oh, that's fine.
and now she should be ready to finally make her way out.
Pull that.
Yeah, rotate.
Rotate backwards.
Try to pull it that way if you can.
Yeah, rotate it like that. Actually. Yes, that
It won't do that either because it's still an oil line.
No.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's on there. It's not like it's the one that we put all over there.
Oh, yeah, got that tough spot on it. It's spot.
So can you lift it just out?
You can go and hit this a little bit. Take that wire out.
Can't lift it like this.
Careful. It's an
No,
O2
because
one.
the oil line's gonna be.
Drug the hell out.
That's right. Shit.
Yeah, it's
Those studs need to fucking come off.
They can't.
I'm sure they can, but
They're not supposed
Or
to.
that hose needs to come off. That one. That 8. How?
You okay? Keep pushing. It's like giving birth, just way easier.
he's peeing.
I hear it. Is it going in the pan or the floor?
Come on, you've almost got it. Come on. No, it needs to go that way for sure. It's gotta go that way.
No, you got it. I think.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
This line needs to go.
You know that one.
There you go.
Yeah, that cold side's gonna be the harder side to get out, I think.
But you gotta move it that way. And then do this same thing you do here.
This down
Oh, shit down here, this line. Here, I got it kind of unblocked. There you go. Hell right. Look at that.
Welcome to the world, Turbo. And naturally aspirated 2 liter now. Now it's an 8 valve 2.0. Yeah, let's see a little comparison between the IS-20 and the Mamba. I've never seen an IS-20. Oh, so baby. And
on my ground.
behemoth next to it.
That's it?
I thought it was a big turbo.
It actually is a little bit bigger. I can see.
No, it's definitely
It is
bigger
bigger, yeah.
diameter, bigger compressor, and
So now we have to
You
one.
know what's probably a lot different is this side.
Oh,
The
it's
exhaust,
leaking
the
coolant.
exhaust side.
Yeah, that's an IS-38 based outside.
that's a huge difference.
Jesus!
One, it's an IS-38
Look at
based.
it. It's pretty. You need to get a picture of
Yeah,
that.
Jordan, make sure you're aiming your camera at this.
Yeah, so this is an IS-38 holy turbine wheel.
Oh, shoot.
Look how tiny
Look
that
at the
one is.
difference.
That's
So,
fucking crazy.
yeah, that's gonna be where all the power is coming from. So, it's getting pretty.
one back in?
Did all that.
Nope.
We're just doing this to
So-
compare for their website, then we're gonna put it back in.
So I think our next task, I guess, the last thing we're gonna do for the night before we try to jumble that back in, is transfer over our wastegate and our. Look at this camera view.
I saw the
My girlfriend's waiting for me at home, bro. I gotta
Yeah.
just get at. My hands are
But,
dead too.
We're trying to transfer the wastegate over as well as the diverter valve, and that'll be the last things we knock out. I'm Bobby Mom. Yo.
What do you say?
Bobby's mom.
Some stupid TikTok he's been quoting. But yeah, we're gonna
I'm Bobby mom.
do some swapping, and that'll be where we wrap up for the evening. Hopefully us, me and you, and Jason.
Oh, at least a case, and I was like, God,
I know you're leaving.
No.
Because you're being lame.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
being
You're not
lame.
being
I
lame.
have to go.
I'm messing with you, bud.
Okay,
What are you doing?
We'll just pick up on this tomorrow. What? Yeah? Need help?
But all right, guys, that wraps up our day. It's been quite a day, so I'm not going. I don't feel like putting myself on camera. Yeah, but
Because I still have 30-minute drive home.
I heard that wrong.
I don't understand.
Girlfriend's waiting.
But so
That's 5.
we're gonna try to prep this, whether it's we
Need help?
or me,
I think the
and we'll
hardest
go
part
from
is
there.
taking it out.
What's up, guys, and welcome to day 2 of the turbo install. This is hopefully going to be the day where we get this dialed in. As you can tell, I'm extremely exhausted. The weekend has been nothing short of high stress, slightly traumatic, not related to the car, but just to things that have been going on in my personal life. Multiple incidents outside of my control yesterday happened, and quite frankly, there is some mental hoops to jump through now, but that's not what we're here to talk about. And I'm sure most of you guys watching this that are watching this with the turbo stuff probably don't even care all that much. But last night before everyone left, we swapped the diverter valve and the wastegate actuator off of the IS-20 and slapped it onto the 3071. We've got the little piece of the charge pipe on there already. We have an absolute mess of tools and stuff in here. But our main mission today is to get the 3071 in, which at this point, since we've taken it all apart, we know how to put it all back together. So it should be pretty much, it should be much easier than yesterday. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy, but it should be much easier than yesterday, where, you know, it took us the better part of the afternoon to get the oil return line out of the block. This is where we're at here with the car. We've obviously got the bumper off, so we can do the from intercooler from ARM. We've got all these harnesses disconnected. We got the Denso plugs put in yesterday. We've determined my PCV is on its way out, so probably gonna get a catch can soon to remedy that issue. The high pressure pump's in. Everything's ready to go at this point. It's really just a matter of buttoning everything back up, putting it all together. We've got these new lines with O-rings and stuff. I don't know what half of these things even do, so I guess we're gonna have to figure it out or just reuse the stock ones if we can. Michael is on his way over as we speak. Kaysen, I think, is going by as well at some point. I don't think we're going to have the full cast of characters from yesterday. I think it's just going to be, we're going to be functioning on a light crew, which is Michael and Kaysen today, and myself. So we're going to try to get this thing ready to roll. This video is going to be kind of long, and I apologize in advance for that. I know it's probably less than ideal to have this long of a video related to one thing, but I'd rather do one video instead of splitting this up into multiple videos, even if it would give me extra content to post for a while. But so hopefully by the end of today, if that even, we'll have this car back on the ground with the base map running and ready to do our first and hopefully only street pull. So yeah, that coolant reservoir is slap dry. I'm guessing draining those coolant lines really did get a lot out of the car. So I have to top that up. Thankfully, I've already got a bottle of coolant ready to go for it, so I can, you know, refill it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut this off for now. Wait on everyone to get here so we can dive back in. Michael has arrived. Brought the Audi today. And get our little VW squad going over here. I really like that car, guys. It's probably my favorite of the cars he's had. I'm a little biased, but... Ooh. Sheesh. Alright, so you got the intercooler mounted up. We just got to slap the piping on. And it should be done on that
slap
front.
the piping on?
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that actual size? Huh? What? Oh, sheesh. I was like, what's he sheeshing? But they had to do some tomfoolery to get the intercooler mounted up because the ambient air temp sensor was in the way.
Hey, just so you know, the instructions are jank. Do it like that.
Yes.
Doesn't it go in there straight
Yeah,
up?
they got an angle. They don't go straight up because the intercooler's not even long
That's
enough
what
to go
Daddy
straight
thought,
up.
and we sat there for like an hour waiting.
Oh gosh, it's flying low. That is low.
You know what
That is very low, actually. That is low. What in the world? Oh. That's why is that plane flying so low?
That's scary. That's scary. Anywho.
You want to fly on plane? What are you, a pussy? Yes. Have you not seen it? Like, as long as
But-
you have a Delta, you're good.
But we're gonna wrap this up, and
Dude, what? You don't want kids?
no,
Okay.
no,
We're
actually.
wrapping it up then.
Anyways, let's
Oh,
do
we
some
gotta put the
bolting.
tube-
Let's do some bolting, and we'll be done. All right, guys, we've gotten. Well, we, I mean, Michael and Kaysen. Kaysen left. Got the ARM mounted up, all nice and tidy. Wasn't. Yes. So we're getting ready to start transferring lines over to the new turbo, or what few lines actually do transfer over, because I actually messaged Mamba on Instagram and haven't heard back at the time I'm filming this clip, because they gave me a list of all these lines, but I don't know what half of them are. Like the AN line in particular has been a thorn in my side because it's there, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Well, Michael thinks he's figured it out, but as far as these other, yeah, so we'll have to play it by ear and do some finagling and figuring things out. We got a bunch of extra clamps and couplers for the ARM stuff, and yeah, so we're ready to start reassembling everything. In a great world, we'll have it done by this evening, but thankfully I'm off until Thursday, so me and Michael can tear into this throughout the week if we need to, but preferably have it running tonight. Yo. But anyway, let's take a peek over here at the Terpskis. So we've got the charge pipe piece switched over, and we've got the...
Need to get the O2 sensor,
Yeah.
and need to figure out where all the lines go, because these are all different from stock.
Yeah.
Every single one of them is different. So I don't...
Complication.
That's the bottom. That's the bottom, that drains. So that's the only one that looks like that. So that's gotta go there.
Sure.
The rest of them.
Well, I guess we just play around. We'll figure it out.
All right, so we are finally getting lines on the banjo bolts. One of them just didn't fit right at all, and one of them kind of fits. Like kind of fits. So there's no write-ups on this, so we don't know how to possibly get these right. So we actually cut one of the banjo bolts, and like I said, there's no write-ups. I talked to one person who said you have to clock the CHRA, but one, I don't know. One, we don't know how to clock the CHRA in this, and two, you know, there's not. Michael says at least there's probably no reason to believe that would change anything.
What?
Clocking the compressor.
No, because the threads are threads. The threads are in the same spot regardless of what's twisted around. The threads aren't moved at all. You're still gonna do the same shit.
So it's still gonna flow as it is? Michael? Is it still gonna flow?
What?
That? The lines?
Why would it not?
I don't know. Like I was.
Wait a minute.
What?
Are you telling me like clock like rotated?
Yeah, but that's not what we need to do.
That's what his guy said, or whoever.
Oh hell
said,
no.
oh,
not-
it needs to be clocked and then they'll thread right in, but there's no way we need to do.
Okay. I was about to say.
So
He's saying
that's where we're at, but looks like
We
now.
just put this on later.
So now we are, I guess.
I'd make the assumption that this is ready to go in the car.
Done that on the computer.
Where is where's the inlet?
Stop leaking oil.
It's over there. Want me to go grab it?
Once I turn off the
Sure.
banjo.
Okay.
Is that easier to do while it's in the car?
This
Or
one.
just having it hanging? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Remember, we did the other one,
This needs tightened. That needs tightened before it moves.
but we're going to
I need
do some finagling and get this back in the car.
I need a deep.
All right, guys. So we've gotten they got the turbo back in. Me and Jason ran over to Advance and picked up some hoses and some clamp. Well, not hoses, but we bought clamps for the hoses because we had to disassemble the majority of these things because they gave us no instructions and no guides or there's no online.
Go on up top, Dave.
Sure.
What do you mean?
But they
definitely gonna have to-
got one of the coolant lines mounted in, ready to rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
and
to
then
do it
they're
right
trying to
here.
get this last one mounted in. We had to trim the banjo bolts because they were too long. I'm pretty sure they probably just sent the wrong ones. And but we made it work. And so he made it work. So it's just a matter
Casey
of
made it work too.
they made it work. Oh, made me do a lot of editing. So we're just mounting everything back up. We still got to figure out the nut for the. We still got to figure out the nut for the coil ground that was lost though. So anyway, we're going to let them get back to it, and I'm gonna hang out.
Does that look like that'll
And,
route everything correctly, or do I need to flip it?
We're getting pretty close. I think maybe. I don't know. Are we
Just
close?
like that?
You're perfect.
I don't know.
Michael, are we close?
We're closer than we were before.
There we go. Plus.
That's it. We'll just leave that there.
But anyway, we'll catch up with you guys later. All right, welcome to day 3. Michael has joined me after a long day at work for him, and I really appreciate that to hopefully either get this thing running tonight or get this thing extremely close to it. So, oh, no, my mouth was open. So there's not really a whole lot left to do. We're kind of in the extreme end stage of this swap. Downpipe's already in place. I don't know if it's bolted up, but it's in place. I think Michael's installing the oil feed in the bottom side of things. We're also got to find out where these turbocharger brackets go, if I can even find them at this point. I don't know where they wound up throughout the process of this. Got to install the coil packs back in, and obviously the charge pipe. We got to calibrate the wastegate because we swapped over the one from IIS-20, so that might prove to be tedious. But Michael encased them last night before we left off. Got the majority of the wiring harness in place. They got the fuel lines back up and ready to rock. It's just a matter of plugging all this back in. It's got the coolant lines already hooked back up. Probably will need to top this up because it is like the reservoir is empty. And then might need to top up the oil. I don't know how much it may have lost. I think it lost a lot less oil than it did coolant. Then from there, it's just kind of you know, flashing the tune on and going from there. So it sounds like there's not a lot left, but we do not know how long this will take. We've, you know, it always sounds simpler than it is, right, Michael? But really appreciative of Michael to come all the way out here after work, driving 2 hours after work just to help me out. So really appreciative of that. And hopefully he'll be going home, getting to know he's heard a 9-blade hybrid turbo on a Volkswagen before any of the other friend group members have. So anyway, we're gonna cut this off for now, and we're gonna get to it. And I'll catch up with you guys as we go today, and hopefully we'll be not too far. Ow! Oh gosh, not too far from a first start. All right, y'all, this is it. We're flashing the tune on. Everything's bolted up, wastegates in spec. Adaptation's been done. Just gotta wait on the access port to do our final step. I'm scared out of my mind. This is the first time that we've ever done anything like this with anything other than a Mazda Speed 3. I mean, we halfway helped out Ron with the Veloster. Well, this was a very intense job, and I think for a turbo install for one of these, it's probably pretty difficult, I would say. I feel like because we couldn't reuse half the stuff from the IS-38, it just made it unreasonably difficult. Oh, he's chatting out. He's single, ladies. He's single, ladies. Hit him up. But as you can see, I am shaking out of my mind because I'm scared about how this is going to go. We've got 2 days to make sure this car is completely 100% ready to go to work, at least. So I'm a little nervous. Gonna have to do some miles on it for sure. Don't know if we're gonna have time to do the street pull today to do the one test log. Yeah, I mean that I can do by myself. But yeah, hopefully this doesn't take as long as the old HPA used to take. That took forever. But I think, remember last time we just changed the burbles, it didn't take but just a few minutes. But I think this is changing a lot more settings than the two-stage 2 stuff.
Need some water?
Me?
Yeah.
I've got a yellow cup over there. I'm choking. There's a yellow cup right on the little cabinet behind me. Huh? Yep. Cousin Marshall's been staying with us this week. He's got the diesel Passat, really sick. That'll be our next fun Volkswagen build we'll get to play around with on this channel. But I'm gonna cut this off for now and catch up to you guys once I calm down and get this tune flashed.
Let's go stand behind it. Just stand behind it.
You want to go stand up front? No! Oh, take the battery charger off. Take the battery charger off.
You want me to get that, like, little, like, squat down action?
Why are you nervous? I don't know.
Just stand? You want me to get, like, a little squat down action? Or?
Don't matter.
Just go stand.
Y'all, I'm shaking after that. You guys saw the first start here. That was intense. We had a little bit of smoke puff out the back. I'm not quite sure what that was. Our theory is because we did a second start off camera and it didn't do it a second time, that we're thinking it was probably just some oil that was left in the turbo to not allow it to rust while it was in storage. But the first start you guys actually saw, we had actually forgotten something. You may have noticed something that wasn't plugged in when we were going through and doing the tune flash on stuff. I'm surprised I didn't catch it then. The O2s weren't plugged in. Neither of them were. The primary one on the turbo and the secondary one on the downpipe. Or maybe it's flip-flopped. I don't remember. I don't know which one's primary, which one's secondary. So it threw a check engine light, and I was like, oh no. But we checked it. Sure enough, it was O2 codes. Went and plugged them in, and it's running. So my arm is on fire for some reason right now. Kind of painful. Anyway, so we're going to probably put the bumper back on. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight. Honestly, I'm so drained. This has been such an intense project mentally and physically. You know, Michael's already left. He's taken off, going up the road in the Audi. Dude, I'm excited to take it on a drive. The fact that it ran so flawlessly with the O2s unplugged, Michael and I are in agreement that EQT probably dialed this in really well. We've got the coolant topped up and ready to go. Michael said just to kind of be chill with it, don't take it to work yet, just to kind of make sure that we're not shooting coolant and oil and all sorts of other fluids everywhere. So far, I didn't let it get fully up to temp, but we got it pretty close. I just don't want to leave it running for too long since it's backed into the garage and probably wouldn't be very good for my lungs to start it with it sitting in here, especially after it puffed that blue smoke out earlier. But now I've got a cleanup operation to do, and everyone left, so I got to do it by myself. But it's my car, I guess I should have to do that. And I got to put the strut bar back in. That should be stupid easy to do. But I want to thank you guys for watching this super long video, and I know it wasn't an in-depth installation. I'm probably sure due to the fact there isn't one on YouTube or in the internet. There's no manual or nothing on this turbo. You guys probably were looking for that, and I apologize. We were going into this blind just like probably you guys are that are installing this turbo for the first time, and it's tricky. I mean, there was a lot we had to do, and a lot of stuff that I didn't even get wind of because I was gone while they were hooking up some lines because we needed some hose clamps. So I ran out with Jason to go pick some up, and that's when they mounted the turbo in. That's why that wasn't filmed, and they'd already started hooking up lines at that point. So I mean, you know, just general kind of stuff. But now I just got to put the bumper back on. We got to put the under tray's missing. I don't know where it is. It's probably in Cambodia or something by now. The under tray, I don't know if it was when I took it to a shop to get my DSG fluid changed out, that they may have not put it back on the car and just forgot about it or what, but I don't have an under tray now. But there is the behemoth back there. The turbo noise is insane. You can hear it at idle, just this kind of sound, and it's insane. And Michael said he was able to hear it continuing to spin the billet wheel on the compressor when I turned the key off from the intake. So I'm excited to get into boost for the first time, even if it's only a little bit, just to see what it does. Obviously, we're not going to do the street tune tonight. Probably get the first revision pretty soon. Michael's going to be my designated tuning driver. And I think if it comes down to it, I'll take it to a dyno once I find one in my area, because the majority of them are in downtown Atlanta, and I am not intending to drive this car in a base map all the way to downtown Atlanta. But for now, guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content coming soon. I am so relieved now that it's running, it's able to drive. I was really nervous about this whole process, and while it may have taken a day extra, it's running, and that's all that matters. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.